In tonight's consumer news, Walmart is dropping the $35 order minimum for Walmart Plus subscribers. The change goes into effect on Friday. It only applies to items bought on Walmart.com. Groceries, which are delivered from Walmart stores, will still have the $35 minimum order. Walmart Plus, which was launched just over 2 months ago, costs $98 a year or $12.95 a month. The National Retail Federation says the number of online-only shoppers jumped 44% over the Thanksgiving weekend. Stein Mart is getting a second chance. The company that breathed new life into Pier 1 Imports by making it an online-only store will do the same for Stein Mart. Retail e-commerce ventures will pay a little more than $6 million for the Stein Mart name, as well as its private label brands, domain names, social media assets, and other customer data. The Florida-based Stein Mart filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in August and eventually closed all of its 281 stores. Americans are stocking up again, with another deadly wave of the coronavirus likely to take grip this winter. More than a third of consumers say they have already started stockpiling household supplies. According to a new study released by LendingTree, nearly 87 million Americans are hoarding products like toilet paper and hand sanitizer. An additional 35% plan to stockpile but haven't done so yet. Almost half of Americans said there were some supplies they regret not purchasing when the first wave of the pandemic hit. It was a special day in the lunchroom for Clara Barton Elementary students. Fifth grader Bennett Meyer got to serve his award-winning dressing to hundreds of classmates. He was named the Family Wellness Cooking Kids Champion for his white wine vinegar dressing. Bennett says he enjoys experimenting in the kitchen and came up with his recipe at home one night before dinner.
Family Wellness came to our school and gave us cooking lessons, and then they said there's a cooking competition. So I decided that it would be fun to do that, so I entered my dressing.
Congratulations. And the rest is history. If you want the recipe, we've got it on our homepage. You can download the VNL News app and click on this story. Now let's take a look at today's health news. The number of new cases of COVID-19 in children has reached another record high. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association, nearly 154,000 new pediatric cases were reported last week. That is the highest weekly increase since the pandemic began. There was also a 29% increase in pediatric cases over the last 2 weeks. Over 1.3 million children have now tested positive for COVID-19 and make up 12% of all cases. It is typically known as the most wonderful time of the year, but the holidays may be more difficult this season, especially for children. A new survey shows 2/3 of parents worry about their children's mental health the longer the pandemic continues. That's why pediatric psychologists with Nationwide Children's Hospitals say it's important to build resiliency in kids to prepare them for what's ahead. They say families should have honest conversations about how traditions may change this year and encourage kids to talk about their feelings. Cancer cases in teenagers and young adults are on the rise, according to a new study from Penn State College of Medicine. It shows cancers in young people have increased by 30% over the past 4 decades. Kidney cancer has seen the largest jump, followed by thyroid and gastrointestinal cancers. The most common cancers in young males were testicular, melanoma, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. For young women, the most common were breast, thyroid, cervical, and uterine cancers.